Last thing I would like to see Luffy defeat Doflamingo with is going 4th gear. So we already seen 2nd gear and 3rd gear. In latest interview with Oda, they were talking about will Luffy go 4th gear, and then Oda was basically saying like, stay tuned and that kind of stuff, because he can't really reveal that kind of stuff because that's spoilers. But what if he goes 4th gear this arc? Can you expect Luffy going 4th gear this arc? I would like to see that. I could say a lot of stuff about how I was right about the 4th gear happening in the manga, but I'm not gonna just be like jittery all about it because I'm not. But hey, I'm hyped for it. I'm really hyped for Gear 4. So is Trouble dead? Well, for me, I hope he is, because from the last chapter, it kind of seemed he was going kamikaze and just blowing everyone up with him, or at least with Law. And then, in that panel where Luffy and Law, they escaped the fiery destruction, because I believe that Trouble is dead, because, he said, like, I'll see you in hell, and then I guess he just basically killed himself there. So, Trouble, I believe he's out of the picture. He is out of the picture. Hopefully he is, because we don't need him in this fight. So, after that, Luffy says, like, hey, take Law and get out of here, because it's about to be hell in a few minutes, and from all this, like, Doflamingo was about to attack the rest of them, like some kind of attack against them, and then Luffy comes in with the Hawk Whip and basically this like when you feel like you got kicked and then you felt like you're gonna freeze for a little bit. That's what Doflamingo felt right there. Cavendish comes out of nowhere and he says, and he's gonna help out Luffy, but Luffy says like stay here and protect Law and the rest of them, because in the end of the day, it seems like Luffy really trusts Cavendish. And, Cavendish, from that panel, he says, like, wait, my popularity will go up after helping Straw Hats, and then all this, and, because Cavendish is always about popularity, and he wants to get popular with everyone, and, especially with the women, and then he has, like, that sort of respect for Luffy now, after all what Usopp did for him, like, from being a human again, from being a toy. And he even offered his jacket to Robin, because even though Robin has the bloody back from that fight with Demente, so yeah, that you should see that he's a real gentleman there. Cavendish also had an idea of like bringing Bartholomew in here to help him out, but Bartholomew is just like foaming at the mouth, like say Zoro senpai, like I guess he's like. I guess he kind of a little bit passed out off panel, like seeing what Zoro did to Pika, like from all his fandom from that. He's probably gonna need some help there, because he looks like he's about to like just pass out from all the hype and fandom that he is, that we all love about Bartholomew. Now, this fight with Luffy versus Doflamingo, it was an all hockey battle. It's like last chapter. It was just all in, using their Bushido hockey against each other, and basically kicking each other, and punching, and even trying to use so I believe Luffy tried to do the eagle hockey from like last chapter, but that didn't work, and then he even tried to use the gigantic pistol with, I believe it was like Grizzly Gan Magnum against him, and then that didn't work either, and Doflamingo got Luffy off his guard and like just basically kicked him down to the ground. And then Doflamingo says like, you got like 30 minutes left until the whole island shrinks up and everyone dies through the strings from the birdcage. Said in my last review, the birdcage, even though it's shrinking, it seems like it's gonna shred everyone. Like it can like usually like slice them up to pieces. That's what it's basically doing. Basically, in the middle of the fight, Doflamingo saying like, you're really being a pain in my ass, from coming to Dressrosa, making everyone back into humans from toys from Sugar, what she did, causing all this destruction, making me do the birdcage, and then Luffy's like going back at him saying like, you're the pain in my ass for making everyone into toys, forgetting the memories of Kairos, doing this what you did to Rebecca, to King Riku, to everyone in Dressrosa. And then Luffy brought out another speech. Now, if you guys remember from Ennie's lobby, Luffy did a speech to Bluto before he went 2nd gear, like saying like, I'm glad I met you, because now I can use this power up, and I know I can get stronger. And then when he went 3rd gear against Rob Lucci, he said like, and I want to protect him and all this, and then he went third gear. Now with this speech, he's saying like, you're blocking my path. It's you, Doflamingo, and this Birdcage that's blocking my path. And at the end of that panel, it says fourth gear. Like, I'm hyped for this, and it came at the wrong time because at the end of the chapter, it said it's going to go on a hiatus for a week, which is kind of understandable because I kind of already expected this because I calculated, it seems like every other 4 or 5 chapters, Oda's going to go on a hiatus. Now, I respect that because, you know, even though the hiatuses are really a pain, it seems like he needs this hiatus, you know, so he can rest up and whatnot. Don't get him wrong, I mean, he loves writing and drawing One Piece. He's not going to be like going on ultimate hiatuses and like taking a break all the time like Togashi does with Hunter x Hunter. But so yeah, I can't wait in 2 weeks for the Gear 4 to happen. And I'm going to do a theory video on what I think Gear 4 might be next week, since there's not going to be any One Piece chapter next week. So that's it. Peace out, you guys.